Catching up today with Wild goaltender Matt Robson. How are you, buddy?
I'm good. It's good to see your face.
Yeah, well, thank you. I appreciate that. It's the nicest thing anybody said to me today. How you been? How was Edmonton? You were up in the bubble with Minnesota there, and I'm sure skating a lot, trying to stay ready in case at some point you were called upon or just to help the guys out in practice. But how was the overall vibe and setup at Edmonton?
It was good. It was definitely a little different. Something obviously none of us have really ever experienced before. But yeah, like you said, just being able to skate a lot and being around the guys, that's pretty normal secondhand stuff for us as athletes now. And it was just great to be able to skate again, compete again. Kind of had some summer hockey vibes going to the rink in shorts and some flip flops. Haven't done that in a couple years, but no, it was really good overall. A great experience. Would have obviously loved to have gone a little bit further, but that's sports.
The most fun thing about the bubble setup, the bubble life, what was it?
Probably just how close you are to so many guys. Obviously, you got your own group of guys. We had a bunch of the guys from Iowa who we've all got pretty close, and then running into old teammates or opponents from like way back in the minor hockey days. So always just walking to the arena, taking 5 minutes to stop and catch up with an old buddy is I thought that was probably one of the best parts.
How would you sum up your season in Iowa?
I would say, as a whole, as a team, it was a success. I would have loved to see, how far we could have made a run going there in the playoffs before everything got shut down. But for myself personally, just another great learning experience, a step in the right direction. I've had a lot of good games there, and some games to learn from. Yeah, I'm just looking forward to putting that all into action going forward next year.
What was the biggest adjustment coming out of college?
I think I've given this answer like 3-4 times, but probably just like living by yourself and being more and more responsible for yourself. Something, it's the first time I've ever lived on my own, whether it had been, billet families or teammates at school. Always kind of had someone there, watching out for you and with your best interest in mind. So, sort of being on my own in my own apartment last year was new. And, I had a great experience with it. I enjoyed doing that, but, yeah, I'd say that was probably the biggest difference.
How would you describe Des Moines?
Great city. Great hockey fans, great hockey city. Our home games are probably some of the loudest games that we had, anywhere around the country last year. And, where we're staying in West Des Moines, we got a bunch of the guys there. We all have, really nice apartments. There's any kind of food that you could think of. You can go get that within 10 minutes. And yeah, it's just, it's not another nice thing is it's not as busy as Toronto, where I'm at right now. So the traffic going to and from the arena every day was, it was a breeze. So, that was really good as well.
You mentioned being in Toronto. I decided to take this FaceTime call outside. It was a poor decision because it's hot as you know what in Des Moines right now. What's the weather like in Toronto these days?
It's been up and down. It was a little wet here the past few days, but today it's just stinking hot, very humid. I went outside this morning to try and get some sun, and I only lasted about 20 minutes. I had to come back inside and drink 2 bottles of ice water. So it's just like anywhere else, really. It's hot some days, raining some days, and I can't wait for the fall weather. That's my favorite stuff. So,
what do you do away from the rink?
When I'm home here, I golf with my family a lot. We're members at the Mississauga Golf Club, so we go there and we're either playing golf or tennis or just having some cocktails on the patio, just enjoying each other's time. And we spend a lot of time over there. And then if I'm not doing that, I'm just kind of around the house doing chores and mowing the lawn and just trying to be a good son when I'm home. So.
I appreciate that. I'm sure your family does as well. Are we getting paid for these chores? Is it like, when you were growing up and you got like a few bucks put into the piggy bank?
Yeah, no. When I was growing up, it'd be for $5 here and there, or working towards whatever present I wanted to maybe get that year, or but now it's basically how I pay rent. So
No allowance, just helping pay the bills.
exactly. I get free food and a roof over my head when I'm here. So, anything I can do to help out, I'm all over it. And, sometimes it's as easy as taking the dogs for a walk. So not a tough life.
What's the best meal in the Robson household?
Oh, I mean, that is a tough one. We eat good over here for sure. But I'd have to say probably the beef tenderloin when we decide to get that thing going. Some Yorkshire pudding, some vegetables, a little bit of gravy. That's our specialty, I would say. Break that with Christmas dinner.
The NHL has returned, obviously. You were up there in Edmonton, firsthand. But how much have you been watching now that you've been back? You watching a lot on TV?
Oh, yeah. Pretty much all day, actually. It's fun to say, that's kind of my job. You got an excuse like why you can't go do anything else. You're just watching sports. Yeah, no, it's great. It's been fun to watch. Obviously, missed hockey while it was gone, and now that it's back, just kind of trying to enjoy it as much as possible. And like I said, it would have been nice for us to be there and go further, but really just enjoying the fact that we were able to get everything up and running. And the NHL has done a great job putting these playoffs on. So,
are the Maple Leafs fans checked on them? Are they holding up despite the early exit?
I'm sorry, you kind of cut out a little bit there.
Oh, I said the Maple Leafs fans in Ontario, how are they taking the early exit?
Oh, well, we were Leaf fans here for a while in this house, so I'm not so much anymore. But yeah, it's the Toronto media is something else. I'm sure everyone around the sport knows all about it. So the I don't know if they're hitting the panic button or what, but I'm sure they're disappointed. As are all the fans in Toronto, but they have a great young team, and I'm sure they'll be fine. Give
us one place that you're either going to visit or something you are absolutely going to do if things get back to quote unquote normal.
For sure, visit. Well, we got a great food spot. It's open, but normally you can't eat there right now. But it's called Burrito Boys, and the line's normally out the door. But it's slowed down with everything going on. And then also, if I'm able to go see my parents out in Niagara, my grandparents out in Niagara. Hopefully everything is safe for us to go see them. But they have a great spot down there just on the lake, and there's outlet malls and stuff all around. And I haven't seen them in close to 9 months now since Christmas. So it would be great to see them and get out to Niagara. Yeah, that for sure would be the one thing.
Well, I'm sure they're missing you. Thanks for doing this. Enjoy the rest of the summer/off season, and we hope to see you down the line soon.
For sure. Sounds good.
All right, Wild fans, that's goaltender Matt Robson. As always, stay safe, keep it real. We'll talk to you again soon.